What if taking care of yourself actually helped you show up better for everyone else? I'm Janet Jacks, Coach Janet J, and this is your next best step. This podcast is about real doable shifts that help you breathe easier and move forward one step at a time. If you've been carrying the weight of too much for too long and waiting for things to calm down before you start caring for yourself, this is your sign. The time is now. Let's begin where you are. You were made for more than just surviving. If you leave for work in the dark and come home in the dark and your brain feels like it's running on 2% battery, let's give it some help. This is a quick, practical episode. I'm sharing light strategies you can try this weekend, including a few you may not have heard before. We are in mid-January now, past the holidays, deep into winter. And if you have been listening this week, we've talked about feeling tired and emotional heaviness. Today, we are zooming in on something physical that affects both of those. Light. Your brain runs on light cues. When you are living in the dark, leaving before sunrise, working indoors all day, coming home after sunset, your internal clock can drift and your energy and mood can take a hit. And women may feel this more. A recent American Psychiatric Association poll found that 45% of women reported the winter months negatively affected their mental health, compared with 37% of men. Let me tell you about a winter when I realized I hadn't really seen daylight in days. A morning commute in the dark, teaching indoors all day, though thankfully I had a few windows. Evening commute, again, in the dark. I was exhausted, craving carbs constantly, and I could not figure out why the coffee stopped working. Then, one Saturday morning, I took my coffee onto my deck. I sat there for maybe 10 minutes in the cold morning light, and something shifted. My brain woke up. I felt clearer, more like myself. So I got creative. I moved my whole morning teaching routine closer to a window. This was good for the students, too. I placed a mirror strategically to bounce light around my bedroom. I made sure to take lunch breaks and to take them outside, even for just 10 minutes. Small changes, real impact. Here is what is happening. Your circadian rhythm depends on light to stay regulated. When daylight is scarce or mistimed, your circadian timing can drift, and that can affect melatonin, sleep timing, and serotonin pathways, mood, which is one reason winter can feel heavier and sleep can get weird. So, you're tired during the day, but have trouble sleeping at night, or you want to sleep longer than usual. Seasonal affective disorder can affect a meaningful minority of adults, and a larger group experience a milder pattern often called winter blues, where you might crave comfort foods more, feel lower motivation, and have more trouble concentrating, even if you don't meet criteria for clinical depression. It still affects life. Before we dive into solutions, let's take a look. Psalm 27:1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? God is our ultimate light. He is also the one who created sunshine and designed our bodies to need it. Caring for this need is not unspiritual. It's stewarding the body He gave you. A landmark Canadian randomized trial called CAN-SAD study compared bright light therapy to the antidepressant fluoxetine for winter seasonal depression. They found similar overall response rates, with light therapy tending to work faster early on and showing fewer medication-type side effects. And here is the encouraging part. You do not have to make this complicated. Timing matters. Morning light anchors your body clock. Evening dimness helps your brain shift towards sleep. One important nuance, In controlled lab studies, even ordinary room light levels have been shown to shift circadian timing. But those protocols usually involved hours of exposure at specific circadian times and very dim light the rest of the day. So for normal life, outdoor morning light and bright indoor light earlier in the day tend to be more reliable. How does better light exposure touch all four health pillars? Physical. When your circadian rhythm is better anchored, you often get better sleep at night and more daytime energy. Mental. Balanced light exposure supports clearer thinking and improved concentration. Your brain functions better with consistent light cues. Emotional. Light timing supports the biology tied to steadier mood and less of that heavy blah feeling, improving relationships. Spiritual. Creating morning light rituals like stepping outside with your coffee while you pray or express gratitude connects your physical need for light with your spiritual practice of starting the day with God. Your next best step? Pick one or two to try this week. First, some of the strategies you've probably heard. Morning light exposure. Aim for a few minutes of outdoor light within a couple of hours of waking. Cloudy daylight is still much brighter than typical indoor lighting. Take your coffee outside or stand near a bright window. Take a quick walk. The 10-minute outdoor walk. Combine light with movement. Walk around the block. Stand in your yard. Anything outside that gives you light exposure plus the benefits of gentle movement. Those work. If you need more, here are some more strategies you might not have heard. Strategic mirror placement. Place a mirror opposite or near a window to bounce natural light deeper into your space. It can noticeably brighten the area where you get ready for work. One-time setup, daily benefit. Dawn stimulation. Gradually brighten your bedroom before you wake up, mimicking sunrise. You can use a sunrise alarm clock or put a lamp on a timer starting 30 to 60 minutes before your alarm. Research on dawn stimulation shows it can shift circadian timing earlier, and one study found dawn and bright light both produced an average phase advance of about 30 minutes. Light delivered through closed eyelids can influence circadian biology too, which is one reason the dawn-style approaches can help some people wake up more naturally. The evening light shift. In the last 1 to 2 hours before bed, switch to dimmer lighting and reduce bright overhead lights. This supports your natural melatonin rhythm. If you work with screens late, you might have heard of blue light blocking glasses. Here's what the research actually shows, and results are mixed. A 2023 Cochrane review of randomized trials found that blue light filtering lenses likely don't help much with short-term eye strain, and sleep outcomes were inconsistent across studies. Also, product quality varies widely. Many clear blue filter lenses block only a modest amount of blue light. So, for most people, dimming screens, using night modes, and lowering overall room brightness in the last hour or two can be just as effective. Color and lighting comfort. If winter feels visually gloomy, consider adding warmer, softer lighting in the evening. Lamps, warmer bulbs, cozy brightness where you actually sit. Research in environmental psychology suggests light qualities and warmth can influence comfort and stress levels. This is a supports the vibe and supports the nervous system strategy, not medical treatment. The light box conversation. If you've tried these and winter still consistently knocks you down, affecting your mood, sleep, or ability to function, talk to your doctor about clinical light therapy. Bright light therapy in the morning, commonly using 10,000 lux, is an evidence-based treatment for seasonal depression. This is a conversation for your healthcare provider. Listen, small environmental shifts can make a real difference. You do not need to overhaul your life or buy expensive equipment. You just need to work with your body instead of against it. God designed you to need light. When you step into morning daylight and feel your brain wake up, that is His good design at work. Here's your challenge for the next 7 days. Try one light strategy consistently for a week and notice, without judgment, how it affects your energy, mood, or sleep. Pick one: morning light timing, strategic mirrors, dawn simulation, evening light reduction, or warmer evening lighting. Just one. Try it. Notice what happens. And if it helps, keep doing it. Small, consistent steps create lasting change, especially when they work with how God made you. All right, you've got your next step. Small, doable, and real. If this inspired you, make sure to grab your free 5-minute daily reset at yournextbeststep.com. It's my gift to help you pause the chaos and reconnect with what matters most. Be sure to subscribe. And if someone came to mind while you listened, please share this with them. Remember, you are seen, you are known, and you matter. Be kind to yourself along the way. You are making real change, one step at a time.